football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
For the Falcons.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Atlanta. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Now a play fake. Brady. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Now Brady. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Coverage by Keanu Neal.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell.
Go time, baby!
He takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And his guys are going to take at the 31-yard line.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working from the gun, it's Brady. A quick pass here to Godwin. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st down, Jones. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
The ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Well, it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. They'll set up a throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Ryan going to get this complete to Hurst. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense over-committing. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Hayden Hurst, 33 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? the end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Heavy rush, and down he goes. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Third and long. It's Ryan. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, instead of fourth down after the incompletion, it'll be first down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 68 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches, and we've had it quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And now this pass brought in by Brown. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quick.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. That throw Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bucs' 35-yard line.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. On 3rd down, Ryan looking deep for Julio. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the return is now well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Oh, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun now for Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence. It borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Coming in to put a lick on it was Levante David.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Davis picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Brady. He can't get away, and Brady will go down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. From the gun, it's Ryan. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Ndamukong Suh able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Now it's Ryan. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. The Falcons send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. return is Mickens. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Their own 16-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady.
That's complete to his running back, Evans.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Brady now on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Oh, boy, you ain't got no feet.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You're going over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay.
54 yards. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Jones. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Second down and goal. Brady. They'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Here's Powell on the return.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it.
This one caught by Ridley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
They run. It's Gurley. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubt.
And he's got a star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 30 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Buccaneers 7. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Fielded right around the 8. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? And now here's another interception. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 42. After the interception, here's Ryan. Buying time to his left. And he floated one out there incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. To throw on 3rd down. Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for Julio Jones.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away.
Formation for the Falcons.
This will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. Back now in Atlanta. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 37. To be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. But he see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now a draw play for Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons.
Field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to...
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. Good pick up there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trap.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now a pass hauled in downfield. The 40. He's at the 30. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this carries into the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Brady now on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
On third down, Brady. And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And my goodness, another interception. Allen with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this,
Ryan hit and lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
Ryan wants to throw it. Looking downfield for Jones. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. Take this all the way up past the 30-yard line. And they get a fourth-quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is a free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw.
Incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Over the middle here to Brown. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. Being chased out left, and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the first down sack. Brady now a desperate. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for profit.
Well, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
44.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that